What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have another meta deck discussion for the Digimon TCG. We're here looking at another regionals, the Portuguese regionals that just happened this weekend, I'm assuming, and we got some more top 16 stuff to talk about, especially with the ban list now, seeing where things are kind of lying. I know this stuff is still not going to be affected by the ban list, but we've got some great stuff in the works, and we see some new decks getting some tops, so that's kind of interesting, and we'll have to see what the meta brings by with how they did the ban list, but we'll definitely get into it right now. We'll jump in and see what our top 16 are and see how everything's shaked out here. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, we're in the Portuguese regional. As always, we're going to give a shout out to Eggman Events. I love these pie graphs he does. I love the site and the deck, the accessibility to deck lists and information. Really great stuff. So we're going to get into it here. We have our top 16 list. It looks pretty diverse here. Nothing looks like they got over 2 tops. We got 2 Jesmon GXs, which is really cool. 2 Omnimon Ultra S's, 2 Omnimon. So that's kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of like 4. We have to see what the difference is. 2 Gallantmon, 2 Phoenixmon X, 1 Galacticmon, 1 Leviamon, 1 Machinedramon, 1 Gallantmon X, and 1 All Force, yeah, and a Lord Knightmon X. This is just like the Royal Knight Brigade, all these Royal Knight decks making some tops. So let's get into it and then let's look at what all this is. So our Jesmon GX deck here is first place. We'll take a look here and see what we got. So it's definitely different than what I was playing. It's using the Oryukin as a level 7 because you got red, and I guess you're not playing Jesmon, you're playing Gallantmon, and then going Gallantmon, potentially Gankumon, going into these guys, which is interesting. Playing Master Disciple, Garnet Memory Boost, Louis and Matt, Ukomon, the Huckmon, the one Huckmon from BT20, and some stun cards, and then going up to War Growl as your level 5. It's kind of interesting. Medieval, Gallant. I guess you're probably just placing stuff on the board. I have no idea how this deck plays. Honestly, this would be very interesting. I would love to see this gameplay of this, because right now I can't even think of it. So that's kind of cool. Coming up in second, Ultra S. We have here. Again, maxing out on the CS stuff, then playing, and they're playing Uko over more targets. So they're only playing one set of Agumon, but then they're playing a couple of these to get you to your Agumons, and then just have a couple Gabumons to draw more. So it's kind of interesting. Then we see pretty much maxing out on your CS guys again. Is there CS? No, not maxing out. Maxing out on your old guys, your on-play guys, and then halving your CS guys. Same kind of lineup that I saw last time for an Omnimon. I think my only difference is I play 3 Ultra S because I played an Ultra B, but yeah. Or maybe I played a Sega one of this. I have to check. Crimson Blaze, that's kind of cool. And then Future Potential, that's kind of an interesting one. And then playing the Mirai Mikagura again to help you play Nokia. So that's pretty good. Plus you get to trash 1, draw 2. So, and then Miracle Knight, yeah, that's kind of weird. Only the 4 Agumon. That's kind of that's funny. Yeah, different kind of build. Yeah, this Omnimon, which I love how it's called Omnimon and not Ultra S, but they're playing 3 Ultra S. Okay, they're playing, but they're playing maxing out on this guy here too, the decode guy. Again, playing Mirai, same kind of tamer lineup. Playing the Kuremi Detective Agency was an interesting one. Miraculous Miracle Knight, playing the black. I like these, the playing the black guys. When one of your Digimon Digivolves gain a memory, so that's kind of cool. And then maxing out on your CS stuff. This stuff's maxing out on your CS stuff, and then playing half copies of your on-play, your older stuff. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's a neat idea. It's a very neat idea. And it's obviously just as good. This was kind of weird, honestly. Gallantmon. Of course, Gallantmon is hit because that's to 1 and that's to 1. So deck's got serious hits to it. This is going to change and potentially drop out of the meta. We'll have to wait and see. This kind of weird Gallantmon deck that's a little bit different than your average one. Galacticmon. Galacticmon's always cool when it gets a top. 12 copies of Vemmon. Well, technically plus another 7 copies of other Vemmons. And then the Snatchmon. It's pretty standard, honestly, for the deck. Ragnarok Cannon, Zenith. So I mean, there's a little bit of variety in between decks, but it's pretty similar. Got the other Gallantmon deck, which I believe, yeah, it's the same kind of thing, but it's going to be, again, those 2 cards are at 4, and now they're at 1. Oh, and sorry, I didn't notice if they have Gravity Crush. And Gravity Crush is to 1, so major hits to that deck. Sorry, I went back to the same deck, but yeah, Gravity Crush got hit in that. Phoenix X, again, another deck that got severely hit to 1. And where is it here? Yeah, to 1. Gravity Crush. So 3 cards in the deck. These decks got murdered. Magidramon's not even in the format anymore, and it got murdered. I haven't seen it in the format in a while now. Leviamon X. This is Leviamon with a Growl Engine. Okay, to 1. Well, that variant is dead. The ban list makes life funny. Just remember that. Machinedramon, this is cool. Machinedramon. Watch this with Growl Engine. Nah. So interesting low end. Playing Haguramon. Playing Syakomon. Playing the Uko Engine. And playing the diverse Machine Engine, which is cool. I like that. And then playing Chaosdramon X-Antibody, focusing on the new guy, playing the analogs. Yeah, I like this. This is really cool. I'm really happy for this person. This is a fun deck. Glad they did well with it. And then this is Chessmon going to be the same thing. This weird kind of, yeah, this kind of Uko War Growl. This is very interesting. Adds the DP deletion effect maximum, so that's pretty good. I want to play this deck and see how it works. It's kind of crazy. I haven't seen that before. Gallantmon X is going to be Seadramon Gallantmon or regular Gallantmon. But still, hit to 1. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see all the changes in these decks. They're going to be, so good. Another Omnimon. We'll look at it because we're kind of like looking at all the decks really quickly here. Ooh, that guy. That's interesting. I definitely like the idea of the red guy. I think like the black guys. I know he's not the best because like early game he sucks, but I mean I would just play 4 of that. I mean, especially, well, this person's not playing Mirai. He's playing more matte options and playing the old Nokia. So, yeah, I can see where that kind of comes in. So, that's interesting here, too. Yeah. All Force. Way to go. All Force top. 4 of that, yeah. 1 of that. I think I was playing 2. So, very, very similar to my build. 4. I don't think I was playing 4 of this guy. Who was playing at least 2 of that, maybe like 3 of that, just because like it's only good early turn. I mean, the inheritable is pretty good too, but maxing out on that. Maxing out on the Arrow V. I think I was playing like 3, so that's interesting. And then pretty similar. He's playing more Ace than I was playing. I think I was only playing like 2 Ace. Because I think I was also running Omni. Yeah, I was running Omni X, which I would still do. I would still do that. Maxing out on the arena. That's kind of interesting. I think I was playing 3 of this and a second V Tamer. So very, very similar build. I think, yeah, a couple scrambles, Meltzer. Very similar build to mine. Just a few kind of shuffles around here and there, but pretty much identical to mine that I've been playing. So that's good to know. It's a good deck. It's a good deck. Keep checking. Keep on checking. Keep on wrecking. Lord Nightmon. We got for the Lord Nightmon X. Oh, it's the Growl Engine. You're murdered. You're just murdered. You're just like every purple deck's like, we're using the Growl Engine. No, you're not. Not anymore. Well, hope you had fun. Well, we already know that these are going to be the Growl Engines. They're murdered. So let's just go and take a look at this last Omnimon deck. Again, I like the Greymon. I like the idea of playing the Greymon just because it gets you free tamer plays, free Matt Tide tamer plays. So that's kind of interesting. But I do like the Mirai too. I really do like the Mirai. It's interesting. Geez, Gravity Crush. Well, bye. Yeah. Definitely like playing more of these guys though. That seems really cool. So that's it. That's our list. A lot of it is murdered by the ban list, except for Alter S. Alter S is free to reign supreme because they decided that card was not broken in any sense of the word because it causes OTKs. It can't be affected by opponent's effects for the turn. Oh, Bandai. What problems have you just created? Everyone's just like, oh, they didn't hit Alter S? Oh, well. I guess I know what deck I'm playing. That's what most people are saying right now. But very interesting to see. Might get an emergency ban on Alter S if things get pretty bad. I feel like I just kind of see like this little section going to like that whole section right there. We'll wait and see. It's still a very diverse meta, but it was all Growl. It was all like half of it was Growl Engines, and then the other half was Omnimon. So, and then we had a few nice touches here and there. So it's you can say it's a diverse format. It's a diverse format of Growl Engines and Omnimon. So it's kind of interesting. Royal Knight's nowhere to be found. What will the ban list bring? How will this change? I got some regionals in the beginning of September, and I'm like, well, I guess I should just play Omnimon. So I'll have to wait and see. It'll be very interesting. Or maybe I'll play All Force. That did pretty well with that. So maybe I'll just play All Force. So we'll have to wait and see. Keep our ears to the ground and see what we can do. And signups for Ultimate Cups this week. We're gonna have signups for Ultimate Cups coming, I think the Sunday. So remember to sign up for the Ultimate Cup. Hopefully get more events. But that is the meta right now, at least in Portugal. We'll have to wait and see if we get some North American events. Like I said, I got an online in September, so we're going to be doing another meta deck discussion in early December for this new format. Probably, and then we get into EX10, so that might change by the end of September. So it'll be interesting. Let me know, guys, what you think about this. The ban list definitely affects this. And I don't know if it affects it in a positive way with all the Omnimon stuff, but we'll have to wait and see. But it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that is all for now, folks.